Hey guys, I'm Silverwolf and it's getting nearer to Christmas, so I thought I would share with you guys the Christmas cards that I've done every year. So every year I draw a picture and I get it printed as cards for my closest friends and family. I started doing these in 2007, so I guess this is kind of like a journey of my art. Yeah, so I tend to get like 30 of them done, although it's more expensive to send cards now, so I've got 20 of them done this year. But this is basically from 2007 until this year, 2025, of a journey through all of the greetings cards that I've done. Some of my older friends will remember this. They will remember my cards because they have them. So let's get started. And I got the idea off my fellow artist friends, by the way, because they did it as well. So 2007, I did this one. Happy Christmas from Silverwolf. And you can see I was doing sort of like the fur thing. I'd just learnt how to do this fur style. And everyone seemed to be drawing their characters in this kind of style, so I did as well. The greeting inside said, "Hope you have a wonderful Christmas and good fortune the whole year through." And I get all of these done at Vistaprint, by the way. So the back of it was just vistaprint.co.uk. So that was what started all. You can see that I've done a little signature there. I made my name look a bit like a rat because that's what I was doing at the time, because I like rats. So 2008, we have, these are my characters: Stereo, Corridor and Centrifuge. You can see the grumpy one there. Centrifuge, he's wearing his humbug hat because he's not too happy about spending the holidays with these two. He's actually their rival, they're musicians, and they're also aliens. It's a long story. They are a species that I made up called Neonarchs, and they were very popular, actually, back on DeviantArt back in the day, when there was actually an art community. A lot of the older artists will agree that there's no real art community anymore. So, as you can see, I did all these traditionally and had a nice background as well. Inside read, "Hope your Christmas is awesome and may you have a new year packed with memorable moments." And again, not much on the back. I did start doing my logo on the back of it. On the cards in the end, but that wasn't until quite a lot later. So 2009 was my character Chizu, which was a little cat thing. Again, still nice traditional art. I did add a border on the computer, as you can see, to make it look nice, and Chizu is playing in the Christmas tree among all the baubles. Chizu is the Japanese word for cheese, by the way. I was very creative with names. Have a rocking Christmas. Short and to the point, I suppose. Right, this is 2010. This is Ricane. He's like a dragon dog. He's a bull terrier. He's playing with a ball in the garden. And I remember sending this one to my aunt, and she's like, "Oh, I don't like that. Oh, he looks very, very mean and nasty. Look at all those claws and teeth." Well, he's actually smiling and playing with a ball. So after that, I didn't send her any pictures, any cards that I'd done, because I thought, fine, if you misinterpret my artwork, I would never draw anything fierce on my Christmas cards. He's just playing with a ball because he's a dog. Okay. Also, he's part dragon. Oh, it's got nothing inside this one. So there you go. It is blank. How strange is that? 2011, we have two characters from my novel. Well, I've done two novels, actually. They are published and they are available on Amazon and other places where you can buy books. Danger in the Darkness was the first book, and this is Lyda and Diablos, and they're flying around. There's an aurora in the background, and Lyda's wings are trailing in the water. I went through a thing where I was drawing many pictures with auroras in the background. I would reference them from photos, and I'd put a lot of work into it. As you can see, it's quite a nice picture. I'm quite proud of that even now. And for the stars, I used like a white gel pen. In the side it says, "By the light of the aurora taking flight, flying serenely into the night, as the magic of Christmas warms our hearts, to be remembered fondly as the year departs." Well, I actually wrote a poem in that. I'm actually kind of glad that I'm reading what's inside these cards because, yeah, I didn't realise in one of them I'd done a poem. And there's my logo. I finally decided to do it on the back of the card, although it was huge. And it's not actually in the middle, so, you know. But people like these ones so much. Some of my friends actually framed them. So, yeah. And that's part of the reason I sent them to them, was because they framed them. I may have got these in the wrong order. That may have been the one that came after this. because you can see it's not got the logo up there, so this may have been the previous year. Anyway, it's Stereo, Corridor, Silverwolf's boyfriend is Skellis, and there's a Vista there, and I drew them as these fat things called nubbies. They were weird and round and blobby, and I thought they were cute, so that's why I drew them. And I basically nubbified every character I possibly could at the time, because it was fun, and they were simple and easy to draw. So have a nubby Christmas. And the background was a bit more sort of low-key, and they were at the front. I also started doing frames, because I don't really like drawing backgrounds. It's hard. So even now, I'm not very good at thinking up backgrounds. So what I'd do is I'd put the background in a box behind the characters. So there's a tip for fellow artists. If you don't really want to do the background too much, just do the characters in the foreground and then put the background in like a box behind them. You get to draw less background then. And you can focus more on the characters. Hope you have an awesome Christmas and a great new year, full of everything you could wish for. That's what that one says. Yeah, I definitely think... I'm back on Auroras again. I think I'm going to put those in a different order though. I definitely think the nubby one came before that, because the next... Yeah, there's another Aurora card, not straight after this, but there is another one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that these were all kind of within the same years. Anyway, this is Silverwolf standing on a ledge thing, looking out across a forest, or what would be a forest if there was any leaves on the trees, and looking at the Aurora. Again, it took so long to do that, and I was so proud of it. I think traditional media is more forgiving than digital media in some ways, because you can like do kind of an idea of things with traditional media, whereas with digital it's kind of more precise, you know, more sort of crisp and precise. So that's just how I feel, I suppose. Wishing you good times and cheer now and throughout the new year. Oh, that's kind of a rhyme as well. And on the back, of course, and the massive logo, which I don't put as huge on them anymore. I put it kind of more small and professional now. The next one we've got, it's a Vista sitting on a park bench with a character whose name I can't remember. My friend River gave him to me, and I cannot remember his name. But basically this character, his fur changes with the seasons, and he grows things on his back. And at the moment he's got like mistletoe and holly growing on his back because it's Christmas. Yeah, they're just having a coffee together, or a hot chocolate or something cozy. Sharing a hot drink with a good friend, hoping the feeling of Christmas cheer will never end. Have a lovely Christmas and New Year. Another poem. You know what, I've completely forgotten I wrote poems in these. I just put like, oh, I hope you have a nice Christmas and a good New Year. You know, now I don't actually put that. And again, the logo's huge. That one had an envelope with it. Next, we're back on Auroras again. This one I was really, really proud of. So basically this is Derry. Derry is my spirit guide. And that's Sino. Sino the Saluki is kind of one of the many representations of myself. It's not like a persona or anything like that. It's not a persona. It's just something I used at the time to represent how I felt. And I don't really have any one character that represents me. I know I'm Silverwolf on the internet, but it's just really a way for people to know who I am. It's a screen name. And she's kind of like the mascot of my site and things like that. But I don't really have anyone. All my characters have a bit of me in them, because different characters represent different parts of my life, I suppose, or what I was going through at the time. So this one I was really proud of. And I remember drawing it, and I remember taking like pictures of it. Like step-by-step pictures, so when I sketched it and when I started putting colour down and things like that. And I was really, really, really proud of this. And I didn't reference it. I just had the idea in my mind, and I'd done so many Aurora pictures at the time, I thought, yeah, I can do that. So, yeah, I was really happy with that. And I think, actually, I didn't do either of their reflections. I put her reflection in afterwards. As you can see, it's kind of a bit darker there, because I was colouring over the top of other stuff. And I almost forgot to put her reflection in. And his would sort of be higher, or maybe he wouldn't have one because he's a spirit guide. So it was just a nice picture of basically freedom, I suppose. Warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. And this one, and I don't think I found out how to do it since, but I could put little snowflakes along the bottom. And I did on the back as well. So that was one that I was proud of. I also shortened my website address. I dropped the W's at the beginning. So, right, next one. This is Frozen Feline. He is the character that I made up in sixth form. He helps Jack Frost spread winter, basically. And there he is. He's making icicles along the fence. A nice wintry, simple picture with a background that's not really brilliant, but you know, I'm not very good at doing backgrounds. This is the footprints of a rabbit, by the way, hopping along. And there was some more little bird footprints along here. So, details, I suppose. But no, I remember drawing him so much in sixth form, and then I just never drew him again, except for this card. So, I was proud of him at the time. Helping Jack Frost bring the snow, the frozen feline knows where to go. He creates the little details like icicles, it is told, throughout the countryside, bringing beauty to the cold. Again, a really good poem. I need to do poems next year. I'm just... Oh, and there's nothing on the back. Yeah, I've certainly been slacking, haven't I? Not doing poems anymore. My God. Okay, this is another one. This one, and I can't remember what year this is now, I'm just working my way through. They are all in order, by the way, except for that nubby one, which was in the wrong place. This is Silverwolf and her boyfriend, Skellis. I did a poll on DeviantArt many years ago, because I wanted Silverwolf to have, like, a partner. Because whenever I got with certain people, they kind of partner their character up with her, and I'm like, you can't do that, it's my character. And she was always supposed to be like a lone wolf, because when I created her, I was a teenager, I was like miserable, you know, not really knowing where I was going in the world, and she was kind of the same thing, you know, she was like, lone wolf and all that. So, there were 3 characters. I won't name the others because you probably won't know who they are. But anyway, Skellis was the one who got the most votes. Skellis I actually adopted off someone else, and I lost contact with her. And I tried to find her again. I tried to get back in contact because she was a really good writer and creator of characters. But yeah, she just disappeared, and that's it. So I hope that if we ever do see each other again on the internet or anything, that she knows that I very much cherished the character that she designed. This is a stained glass window sort of thing. I thought I'd do something like that. It took a long time, as you can probably guess. Oh God, another poem. Sending Christmas blessings on this day, so that you will be happy come what may, and all the best for the season through, with love and hope for the new year too. I could work for a card company, couldn't I? And a massive logo. Oh, I started putting www again, didn't I? Yeah, all these poems, goodness me. This one, I won't get it out of the cellophane. It's Sino again, with a robin. And I was always quite proud of this, and I did actually put just a photograph in the background for... Actually, I have to get it out of the cellophane, won't I, to see if I've written another poem inside it. Oh, 2019 I did this. And she's got jingly bells. And I'd learnt new techniques as well. So I learnt that I could put like a shine on her fur by using white gel pen. And I'm not sure. No, I thought that was silver, but it's not. Yeah, I was proud of that one. It's one of my favourites. I think I've got the picture on my phone somewhere. Massive logo with a funky writing font. Oh, this is actually to someone, and I never got to give it to them. Have a wonderful Christmas and a joyous New Year. Yeah, Michael was he was my guitar teacher. We have since lost touch, unfortunately. His wife passed away some years ago, and he did write a Christmas card and tell me. And I don't know if he's still alive because he was quite old. So, yeah, I guess I never gave them that one. It's kind of sad. I never knew that. It's bringing back memories. Not all of them good. Okay, next one. This is Zelta. I got Zelta from my friend King. I always liked Zelta. And King was selling her, so I bought her. And she's one of my favourite characters. I just love the colours. So it does actually say Merry Christmas on there. I think when I ordered these cards, I thought that the Merry Christmas would actually be foil, but it wasn't. It's just... you can barely see it. And I used a brush for the snowflakes because I was obviously quite lazy that year. Warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. That's very generic, isn't it? And it's got stars in it, which again is really nice. I need to work out how to do that next year, if I remember. And this is how, I think this is pretty much how I keep the logo now on the backs of the cards. I just do it small, and it's not central. That's annoying me. Yeah. So this one was to celebrate Silwolf being 20 years old. It was 20 years since I created her. I created her in 2001. This was 2021. And yeah, the character turned 20 years old. So I did a very low-key, not very much effort picture with no proper background. But the pose is nice, I suppose. And I filled those with festive pictures, as you can see, the 2 and the 0. And I thought I'd do that because my first card was Silwolf. So have a wonderful Christmas and a prosperous new year, and it is massive. Silwolfstudios.co.uk. Yeah, that's pretty much what I stuck with. Took me long enough, didn't it? This one isn't even like glossy. This is kind of, this is like a matte texture. Oh, right, okay, 2022, we have Sprocket, and he's hanging donuts on a Christmas tree because that's just the kind of guy he is. This is also a small card, and it was also the first card that I did an entirely digital picture on. So, yeah. Hope your Christmas is amazing and your new year is full of happiness. I'm not quite sure why it turned out so small. I don't normally do them that small. And there's the logo on the back. Yeah, so my smallest card. 2023, it's Lazaroth. She can change the colour of her fur. So she's in festive colours. And with like little markings of snowflakes all over. With some tinsel around her neck. And I just put in some sort of a blurry background, making it look cosy. And people really liked this one because it was quite a cosy kind of picture. So, again, a fairly small card. Oh, I do a coloured thing in that. Maybe I'm just not, like, maybe I should take more time when I order my cards to actually make them look, have print on the inside. May you have all you can wish for this Christmas and New Year. Okay. This is Dende. I did him last year. And he's there with his festive carrot and some grass, and I don't know if he's outside, but it's snowing quite badly, so I hope that he comes in because he'll get cold. He's wearing a Christmas hat. I wasn't too sure about this one. I wanted to do Dende on a Christmas card, but he is a red-eyed white guinea pig, and not everyone likes things with red eyes, so I didn't want people to think that he was demonic or anything. But I think people like the card. Again, it's a fairly small square card. I think Vistaprint changed their card sizes, which is why these are all kind of different. But as you can see, I've started just doing them all digital now because most of my stuff is digital. Hope you have an amazing Christmas and the new year is everything you wish for. Which is similar to the one I put the year before. And the logo. And finally we come to this year. It's Asta. She's my rabbit character. I created her when I was quite miserable. I seem to have a thing about doing that, don't I? I was in a bad relationship some years ago, and yeah, I created this rabbit who is a recluse. But she's happy now, so it's fine. And there she is, catching snowflakes. I just thought I'd do something cute because the Loz card from a few years back was popular, so I thought, oh, hey, I know. How about a rabbit? So there she is, catching snowflakes. And I made the outlines kind of softer as well to sort of make it look more cozy. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a fortune-filled new year. And I put it skew. I put it like diagonally this time because I thought, why not? And there's the website address and everything. That seems to change every year. I thought I was keeping this the same roughly every year, but no, not at all. It's amazing, really, how you forget things when it's only been a year. How, yeah, you just don't remember. So, I hope you've enjoyed travelling through from 2007 to this year, 2025, and seeing all the different cards that I've done and the different artwork and me criticising myself and all the lovely poems I wrote. Well, it was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? Yeah, if you want to see more neat stuff, you can click the boxes that come up below. As always, if you enjoy what I do, feel free to send me a tip over on Ko-fi or YouTube. Super thanks. Links are in the description. And that's all for now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep being awesome. This is Silwolf signing off.